open your curtains and there's mist everywhere, you know you've got to get out shooting. So that's what happened to me this morning. It has thinned out a little bit. We don't normally get mist at this time of year, but it is 100% humidity. I'm sweating like, I don't know, I was going to say a pig, but why do pigs sweat a lot? I don't know, it seems strange. I'm sweating a lot. Anyway, I've currently got this scene here in front of me. I really quite like this grouping of trees to balance out this tree. I have taken it a little bit round to the right, but there is a path there, so I don't really want to get that in. But yeah, the mist has come back a little bit now. So I did take some up the top in case it disappeared, some photos, but I'm gonna crack on quickly because, oh man, I want to make the most of these conditions because it doesn't happen very often. I really like this tree here. The very first time I came down here, it caught my eye. Now, in this sort of bushland, it's mostly gums. All the trees are very tall, so you don't get a lot of shape. So this one, because the branches start a bit lower and it's on a downward slope, you actually get some of the branches and things going out. So I'm really liking that. Now, even though the mist is kind of coming and going, it's certainly a lot thinner than it was. Because everything is wet, you're still getting quite a nice sheen on everything, and the colour contrast between the bark and the leaves is really nice. So I'm not using a polarizer at all today because I just want to get that sheen and that kind of three-dimensional, I guess, feeling that you get from having a bit of reflection on stuff. Now, last time I was down here, I did use my polarizer, and I haven't actually edited those photos yet because it was only 2 days ago. Oh my goodness, I've got March flies have been following me, and they've got a death wish, I tell you what. They're living life on the edge. Distracted. Yes, I did use the polarizer last time. I haven't edited the photos yet, but I think the saturation might be a little bit much, that I might need to dial it down a little bit when I edit them. So that'll be interesting. So I take a lot of my photos in here of trees at longer focal lengths. Last time I was here, I was using my 70 to 300mm lens. I did find occasionally I wanted a little bit wider. Of course, now that I've got my 20 to 60mm, I'm finding sometimes now I want a little bit longer, but you know, can't win them all. The advantage I'm finding with a longer focal length is, so this is on a slope downwards, and with a longer length I can get back a bit, which gives a bit more of the hill in the opposite, because this goes down into like a valley and then there's a hill on the other side. You get more of that hill in the background, whereas when you get a wider focal length and have to get closer, you get a lot less of that because you have to go lower down the slope. Now, as you may notice, this is like sapling gum tree city. They did some burning off here. I originally was thinking it was only 3 years ago, but that's not right. It's I reckon it must be about 5 or 6 years ago now that they did some back burning here, and so all these gum trees, saplings, are just sprouting up everywhere. So it can make it quite tricky to actually get any sort of clear view of things. Basically, I have to just accept the fact that there's going to be gum tree leaves poking in here and there, which maybe in some instances isn't so bad. It adds a bit more greenery, but it does mean, like where I'm at the moment, you can see they're obviously obscuring the bottom of this tree quite a bit. So look, the mist is pretty much all gone. Yeah, if I'd kind of got out maybe half an hour earlier, I probably could have made a bit more use of it, but that's life, isn't it? That's life. Cannot complain about living near any sort of woodland that you can rush out to when the weather looks like it's going to be good. So it's a challenge, this messy Australian bush, but hopefully I think it should make me a better photographer to push myself out here. Now, I think it was the middle of last year I was down here and it was wet. And I was hoping for mist that day too. So if you haven't seen that one, go check that out to see how I went. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.